Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today road brings me to near McCormick, South Carolina, and we are in search this morning of history. We are in search of the site where a massacre happened in the 1700s. This is going to be pretty interesting, some awesome history, and you get to come with me. And we'll get started right after this station identification. The Long Cane Massacre occurred on February the 1st, 1760. It was one of several coordinated attacks by Cherokee warriors in the backcountry of South Carolina. Enraged by settlers and roachmen on their hunting lands and confusing settlement boundaries, the Cherokee staged their strikes that winter. Warned of an impending attack, the settlers, led by Patrick Calhoun, quickly gathered possessions in wagons and headed for the safety at Fort Monroe near Augusta, Georgia. The warriors arrived swiftly as fleeing colonists were stuck in the boggy marsh near Long Cane Creek. In an effort to fight back, 23, possibly more settlers were killed, including Patrick Calhoun's 76-year-old mother, Catherine Calhoun. Approximately 20 Cherokees were killed. The event's tragedy legacy reminds us of the harshness of foraging and living on the early American frontier and the gritty determination of all its inhabitants. A common burial stone for the slain settlers is this today. In memory of Miss Catherine Calhoun, aged 76 years, who with 22 others was here murdered by the Indians of the 1st of February, 1760. There's a monument right next to it that was erected here in 2018 in memory of Miss Catherine Calhoun, aged 76, who with 22 others were here murdered by the Indians, the 1st of February, 1760. And some more that were buried: Mary Winford Patrick Norris, Eliza Wentz Norris, Ezekiel Norris, William Norris, Sarah Norris. They died here, 1st of February, 1760, the Long Cane Massacre. This is near where the massacre took place. Perhaps the home that was here once was a home that was built after they returned, and Fort Boon was built nearby. Imagine, if you will, people in wagons, on horses, and by foot, coming down a road, a trail just like this, and then getting to an area such as this where you have to cross a creek. Now the water appears to be pretty low right now. Sometimes it would have been higher, sometimes it would have been out of its bank, but how would you get across? Today, looking down through the woods at the trees, pretty close to what it would have looked like back then. You could see trying to make a getaway while Indians with any kind of weapons would basically be, it just wouldn't turn out good. It's very hard to imagine the difficulty it must have been in the 1700s trying to travel across South Carolina with terrain such as this, little dried up creeks. Could you imagine trying to move people through here on wagons, horses? It's very difficult. Of course, today we have a bridge to get across. Back then, bridges would have had to be constructed, what would take days sometimes to do. The two historical signs, they're a few miles off of the main highway, several miles from where the site actually took place. But the one on the left is for Fort Boon. Driven from the area at the start of the Cherokee War, settlers from Long Cane returned in the fall of 1760 and under the protection of Chickasaw Indians reclaimed the land by building Fort Boon at a site near here. About 4 miles southwest is the site of the American Revolutionary Battle of Long Cane. On December 12, 1780, Lieutenant Colonel Isaac Allen and a British force of 400 to 500 men defeated Colonel Elijah Clark and 100 Americans, an advance detachment of a Patriot force commanded by Colonel Benjamin Few. Well, that is going to do it for our little brief history lesson about the massacre of Long Cane. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to share it with your family and friends. Be sure to give us a big old thumbs up. But until next time, y'all have a good day.